I want now with real marketing, I know you chose a really nice neighborhood. Tell us about your experience with real marketing and not so much about us, but like what the neighborhoods you picked, how it worked, and then your plans for expansion.
Well, we're in the middle of expansion because I work in a resort area, David. The thing that people don't understand about the area that I'm in the Idaho Panhandle. I'm literally 60 miles from the Canadian border. And what people don't know about the area is that it's a year-round resort area. We have three very large lakes here. The lake that I live on is 45 miles long with 111 miles of waterfront. So you've got lots of luxury properties that are waterfront. But we've also got the largest ski resort in Idaho here, Schweitzer Mountain Resort. So we literally have a year-round resort market. The challenge, though, is in part because of the size of the lakes and in part because 75% of the land area in North Idaho is public land of various kinds. You've got relatively low population density. I started out working in one county. We only have 45,000 residents in the entire county. I've expanded, and my coverage that we're marketing into now covers all three of the big lakes here, which is Priest Lake, Lake Pend Oreille, and Lake Coeur d'Alene. And that still gives me a total population density across two counties of less than 200,000 people. So if I look at the luxury segment of that market, if we take the rule of thumb and look at the top 10% of properties or transactions as luxury, or we look at $1 million plus in fair market value, I've got right around 7,000 properties that fit that description across two counties. And essentially what I do is, rather than market by neighborhood, we're in the process of ramping up to market to the owners of every one of those luxury properties in that area, because again, that maxes out what I can do across the across this regional space, and given the low population density.
Got it. All right. Well, very, very well done. Just give us a little bit about your experience with real marketing and maybe why someone might consider working with us.
Frankly, my experience with real marketing, David, and you know this, has been fabulous. I am unabashedly a raving fan. And frankly, it's because the team is great. And I've dealt with 8 or 9 of your folk over the last, year and a half. Jesse Ryerson is my primary point of contact. Frankly, he went to the effort of understanding the business that I'm working to build. He manages the whole account relationship, and he does a first-rate job identifying the right resources when I need them. The primary design guy that I work with is Ryan Phoebus. He designs and manages both of our luxury marketing reports because we have 2 different versions now for the 2 different primary areas we're in. And
that's what I wanted to see.
Oh, yeah.
Open that up. Do me a favor and open that up.
Sure. We have 2 versions of it. And so you've got cover, you've got a range of different information that we make available. Some of the statistical, but again, trying to appeal to the fact that people take in information differently. And we've now added on the back cover an area snapshot for people who take in things graphically. So we're mailing about 4,000 of those now across the 2 areas. And Ryan Phoebus manages that whole process for me. He is great to work with. We've just gone through a redesign because we keep working to improve our game. Liz Pfeiffer has gone to bat for me a handful of times to look at an idea, look at a new idea, figure out how to solve that. I mean, I can go on down through a list of, 4 or 5 other people that I've had opportunity to work with who have been fabulous. So I've yet to come across somebody who isn't first rate.
I really appreciate that. And I think that over the 30 years of doing this, many people have tried to copy what we do on behalf of a client. They'll get your piece. And of course, we only work, you have an exclusivity to every home that you mail to, and as do the other 1,700 of our clients. I think that's the moral of the story is that you're talking about just to get your piece out, you're working with a team.
Mhm.
And a lot of people try and copy this. What most people don't know is that 14 people touch every market report. And so somebody trying to jump into business and copy what you do would take a tremendous effort. And I think the more we better that product for you, the harder it makes for your competition to come in and undermine your success.
Well, I think the comment that I would add on the tail end of that, David, is I'll give you a good example of people in your organization that I benefit from that I've never spoken to directly. And that is you've got some brilliant people who are doing mail list processing.
Yep.
And I ask questions, Ryan fields them, he gets answers back. And every single time I ask a question, I get a very thorough answer from somebody who is very knowledgeable about how to get mail successfully through the United States Postal Service.
Well, and as well, you're so close to Canada that we actually have a facility in Buffalo, New York that will mail into Canada should you ever choose to do that. And I think and it's not that, like if you mail something from the US to Canada, it's about $4 in postage alone. Throw in $1 for the piece, it's $5. If we do it, because we literally drive across the border every day with the mail, I think it's 75 cents versus $4.